Get ready to match the stars. Scoey Mitchell, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Mary Hartman, Deborah Lee Scott, Richard Dawson, from Big John, Little John, Joyce Bulifant, as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game PM. And now, here's the star of Match Game PM, Gene Rivers.
Thank you, Johnny Olson. Thank you, friends. How kind of you to join us, and how kind of you to join us.
How are you?
I'm fine. Is everybody okay? Are you all right? You didn't see this a moment ago. Joyce Bulifant made her entrance before the cameras returned, and she fell right here. Did you hurt yourself?
No, I
do
did.
anything.
I got a bloody knee.
Oh, you are just too much.
Not too loud. Everyone will want one.
Right. What do you say we greet our two players here, Joe Jupin and Josie Stinson? Now, we'd like to find out a little bit about each of you. And Josie, we'll begin with you. Tell us where you're from and all that sort of thing.
I'm from Kalamazoo, Michigan. I'm a teacher, so is my husband, and we're out here on vacation with my daughter. She's 9, Lisa.
Okay, good luck to you, Josie. Nice to have you with us. And Joe, what about you?
Well, I'm from Norco, California, and I operate a office for one of the world's largest mortgage banking firms in Riverside.
All right. You married?
Yes.
May I point out to each of you that here on Match Game PM, we'll give each of you 3 chances to match as many of our celebrities as you can, and the one who has scored the most at the end of the 3rd round will be the winner, and we'll go on to play the Big Money Super Match, which can pay off over $10,000. Boing! There it is. First round questions, A or B, and Josie, we ask you to make a selection.
A, please.
A it is. Here we go. Now listen. You all know Richard Dawson's game show Family Feud. You've all seen that, and you all love it as we all do.
What
Where
is it?
entire families compete against each other on that show. Well, on Tuesday's show, there was a bloody battle. It was the King family versus the blank family. You didn't get it either in the first time, but here's, listen to it one more time. It was the King family versus the blank family. All right, we come to Josie Stinson. Here we go. You've seen Family Feud, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Good for you. It's one family against another. Well, on Tuesday's show, there was a big bloody battle. It was the King family versus the blank family.
Kong.
Kong, you got it. She got it, by Jove.
Oh, and she's smart.
By Jove, that girl got it.
I knew there was something, you know.
Yeah, there was.
Play on words.
Right,
Yeah.
But you blew it, huh?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, show it to her.
I said the Queen family.
King versus Queen? Well, listen, that ain't bad. You didn't get it either.
I said the Queen family.
You
What
did,
did you
too.
say, Dickie?
Yeah. We're looking for Kong.
Sorry, I said knave.
The Knave. King family versus the Knave family. Or the Jack of Hearts. There was a bloody battle. It was the King family versus the Kong family.
Do I have to show it?
You got another rotten one, eh?
Oh, the worst. I thought of a famous family, the Osmond.
The Osmond family.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Now, not only are you never going to be booked back on this show, but I think you're going to get canceled out of Mary Hartman for that answer. All right, Richard.
Yeah, Josie, I'm so embarrassed because that was such a great answer she gave. I'm going to plug
Yeah.
my show and everything.
Yeah.
Like an idiot, I said Queen.
Queen. All right. Now, wait a minute. Now, all is not lost because Joyce Bulifant is famous for her weird answers. And she just might have said Kong. What do you say?
You saw the entrance I made was on my knees.
Yeah.
Because
You got Jolson?
that's what you do when you see a queen.
Oh, you bow. Okay. So, Josie, that's the way it is. But first round questions are a little tougher, and they can run far afield. Here we go. Bonnie said, she said, my husband, the astronaut, is an astronaut 24 hours a day. Every night before he comes to bed, he blanks. My husband My husband, the astronaut, is an astronaut 24 hours a day. Every night before he comes to bed, he blanks. We're going to start without you. Ready, Joe?
Yes, sir.
Charles is not ready. Now he is. Bonnie said, my husband, the astronaut, is an astronaut 24 hours a day. Every night before he comes to bed, he blanks.
Spaces out.
He spaces out. All is not lost, my dear. You've met your match, another dummy. Okay. Scully?
Have no fear, darling. You might even pick up ground on her.
What do you got?
I said he launches.
He launches? That's one possibility. Brett? What do you say?
Now, I said, now this may not, but it's wonderful. You'll all love it, or at least you'll pretend to, because I haven't been well. I have this terminal disease. I said he floats.
He floats.
Thank you.
Charles?
Isn't that what they do when they
That's
get up there?
when they launch, when they land in the Pacific, they float. Yes,
Stop
Charles.
imitating the way he talks. I love floats, weightless. Go right to the next one.
Weightless. He had something about weightless there. Every night, my husband is an astronaut 24 hours a day. Every night before he comes to bed, he blanks. And Joe said he spaces out.
He takes off.
He takes off.
Thank you. Thank
We've been trying to please you,
you. After my last answer,
and
I
we
had to do
finally
something.
succeeded. What do you say?
Takes a bottle of champagne,
Yes.
stands in the bathtub,
Right.
hits himself over the head,
Yes.
and launches himself.
And right up there. Joyce, looking for the answer. Spaces out.
You wouldn't be unkind to a cripple with a hurt knee.
No.
He's so in love with his wife, he looks at her and he blasts off.
He blasts off. So there we are, friends. The pitcher's duel, 0-0 here. But it can get worse. Tune in and find out where we go from here. Here we are. Now, the score is tied here. Josie, you went first last time. So, Joe, you go first this time. You may have A or B.
Try B.
You try B. Here we go. Hey, you all know about the $6 Million Man, don't you? The $6 Million Man? Well, the inventor said, I just invented a $3 million man. I beg your pardon. I just invented a $3 million midget. His blank is the size of a transistor. Okay. That's good, Joe. Put it there. Put it in there. Put it in. Put it in there. Let's get on with it.
Okay.
Okay, Joe. You know about the $6 Million Man, don't you?
Yes, sir.
All right. The inventor said, I just invented a $3 million midget. His blank is the size of a transistor.
His brain.
His brain. And what do you say?
Oh, I said that his heart.
His heart was the size of a
You
transistor.
gotta have heart. There's yards and yards and yards. For this audience.
Yeah, they ain't got none for you. What do you say?
We'll just go right along from my answer.
Yes,
I just said his little leg was...
His leg was the size of a transistor.
Well, sometimes, you can't win them all.
That's right.
Pinky!
Pinky! Now, wait a minute. Pinky is not bad at all, audience. I don't know what it takes to please you. What do you say, Deborah? His blank is the size of a transistor. And...
Brain. Sue me, Joe.
Well, there they are. Brain is what they want. They want brain food.
I start off slow, but...
Yeah.
Now, judges, bear in mind the expression, use your head. That's what I said. That's brain, isn't it?
Turn on you immediately.
Okay, that's enough of that.
If
What do you
elected,
say?
I will run.
Yes. Now, Joyce.
There are some very intelligent people on this panel.
Right.
The new kid on the panel
Right.
and the older kid on the panel.
Have the brain. Terrific. 2 for you. All right. He had a little better luck with his second round question, Josie. Let's see how you do. Sydney said, My high school was so tough. Oh, not bad. My high school was so tough we learned biology by blanking the biology teacher.
I think that's a cute,
Charles.
For dingbats.
All right, here we go.
That was our cheerleading kid.
Whose is this? Josie's. Sydney said my high school was so tough. We learned biology by blanking the biology teacher.
Dissecting?
Dissecting. As you could plainly hear from the audience reaction, we have a sanguinary bunch with us today. They want a little...
They do look kind of funny, don't they?
Yeah. But they want a little blood. Yours, I think. Show us your answer.
Guess nothing here. Dissect.
Dissecting. Terrific. How about you?
I took biology and I know all that stuff. Dissecting.
There it is. Now, Charles, you said you took biology.
But he lied.
I said make whoopee or love.
Make whoopee or love. We learned biology by making love. That'd be an interesting biology 1, 2, 3, 4. 7th year, I kept flunking high school. What do you say there?
Well, I got an A. Dissecting.
Dissecting. We learn biology by dissecting the biology teacher.
That would be a great idea that Charles had, you know. You could keep failing and going back for more.
That's right.
At least I would. Dissecting.
Dissecting. You're up to 4, Josie. Joyce?
I'm a little confused about the spelling.
Don't worry about that. We'll figure it out.
D-I-E-S-E, how do you spell it? Dissecting.
Close enough. All right. That's the end of the second round. Score is 5-2. Josie, you're ahead, so we ask you to make a selection. You go first, A or B?
A, please.
A it is. Round 3, final round. Here we go. Now, you matched everyone except...
Mr. Whoopi up
Oh,
there.
yes, Mr. Whoopi. Hello, Charles.
I told
While you were
you
making
I'd-
Whoopi, she was winning, you see that.
She's very good. She's very smart.
Yes, she is.
You should be
Dracula's...
very happy with 5.
Don't
Here we
apologize.
go. This is going to be it.
Oh, this is going to be terrific.
Okay, watch how
Dracula-
fast I write.
Dracula-
I hate those questions. Those and the Jolly Green Giant.
You don't like...
Go
The
ahead.
Jolly Green Dracula said... No. Dracula's girlfriend said...
Zelda.
Zelda, yes. Dracula, darling, you may bite me on the neck if you wish, but it'll do you no good. You see, I have blank. Dracula's girlfriend said that. Dracula, darling, you may bite me on the neck if you wish, but it'll do you no good. You see, I have blank. Very good. You got it, Charles. And you did it so fast, I'm proud of you.
Oh, Charles, very
Proud
good.
of you, Charles. Hello, Josie. Dracula's girlfriend said, Dracula, darling, you may bite me on the neck if you wish, but it'll do you no good. You see, I have...
VD?
Okay, Charles. She said VD. What do you say?
What? What is the other? I got to figure out.
Okay.
Oh, I don't dare.
Yeah, say that.
It stands what it stands for.
It's, what is that?
Vampire dysentery. Off the air.
Come on.
For once. We're going to get letters from Zsa Zsa Gabor's sister, too. I said tired blood.
Tired blood. Okay. So, you ready, Joe? Well, I'm not. I'll tell you that. All right, here we go. You don't play. You don't play. Everybody else does. Unlucky Louie said, whenever I go out of town, I put a chastity belt on my wife. Just my luck. She's having an affair with a guy who's a blank.
Got it. Have I got it or have I got it?
He's got it.
I've got it.
You've got it. He's got it. Okay. All right. Joe, Unlucky Louie said, whenever I go out of town, I put a chastity belt on my wife, and just my luck, she's having an affair with a guy who's a blank.
Locksmith.
You got it. He looking for a locksmith.
That question just makes me sad.
Why?
Well, my wife had an affair with a locksmith.
Yes.
She wearing a chastity belt at the side.
There it is. 5-3 the score. Brett?
Now, don't boo me, because I'm sick of it. Locksmith.
Okay. They're yaying you. What do you got there?
Chuck's got a locksmith.
Chuck's got a locksmith. Score is now 5-5, Joe. You need one more locksmith, and you've got to match Richard to win the game. If you don't match him, the game ends in a tie.
Well, they're not the only people that open locks, you know.
Who else opens?
Burglars,
Burglars, safe crackers.
Locksmith.
Locksmith. You hang around here for a moment or so while we say goodbye to this pretty lady. Josie, it was a pleasure to meet you. We've got some gifts for you. Josie Stinson, ladies and gentlemen. While she's spinning off, we'll spin some messages for you. All right, old bean, it's time now for the Big Money Super Match where you can win over $10,000. Now, to do that, we have 2 audience matches for you. And I point out to you, whatever you win on this audience matches, you'll have a chance to multiply by 10. Here we go with the first one. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Take my blank. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. If you match the next one, you get $250, and then that bottom one gets you $100. So how can you lose? Pick 3 of them, one at a time.
Scully.
Take my
Advice.
advice.
Richard.
Take my wife.
Take my wife, please. Okay.
Brett.
Brett?
Take my hand, I'm a stranger in paradise.
Okay, there we are. Take my hand, my wife, my advice.
Take my hand.
Take my hand.
Oh!
Audience doesn't like that.
I think it's take
But
my
you can
hand.
be wrong. On the other hand, he could be wrong. We'll find out right now. May we see the $100 response? Take my wife is Richard's answer.
Worth every penny.
Right. $100. We're looking for Take My Hand. May we see the $250 number? Take my advice. Aren't you going to be surprised? You rascals, you booed old Joe Jupin up here when he said, take my hand. Now watch how wrong you are. Slide it, Earl.
Why, you smart little devil.
Okay. Now you won the $500, which means the least you'll be playing for is 10 times that amount, or $5,000. Now we're going to see how much more you can win with the second audience match. Slide it, Earl. Blank the world. All right. Whom do you want over here?
Scully.
Stop the world.
Stop the world. Joyce. Joyce, have you got one?
Yes, the way I feel, on top of the world.
On top of the world.
Charles.
Stop the world on top.
I know what I'm going to say. I wrote it.
Oh.
Very well.
Leave him alone, Brett.
Oh, pardon me.
There should be a nurse with you. Around the world.
Around the world. Those are the 3. Stop, around, and on top of.
Around.
Around the world is what he wants. Okay, around the world is what he wants. Let's begin down at the bottom and look at the $100 response. Joy to the world. Oh, that's
The
a
Lord
lovely answer,
has
isn't it?
come.
Yes. Do you sing?
Not tonight.
Oh, okay. Sure look like Roy Clark. You play the banjo.
No, sir. Mm-mm.
Okay. Doesn't he look like Roy Clark? He sure do. All right, we're looking for around the world. May we see the $250 number? On top of the world. Yes. You sure you're not Roy Clark?
I don't think so.
Okay. We're looking for around the world. May we see the $500 number? Oh, you got it again. That's the one that Charles gave you. Now, listen, Joe. You've won another $500.
Yes.
We multiply that by 10, makes another 5,000. Add it to the previous 5,000 you won. You're shooting for a pot of $10,000. Okay. Now, old Bean, to collect that amount of money, you've got to match one celebrity, and this has to be an exact match. Time for you to choose one.
Scoey.
Scoey, ready to go. All right.
Well, that's a good choice if you don't like money.
Stand on the adhesive tape there and face me if you would, please, Joe. Here it is, worth $10,000. Ready. Blank Bergen. B-E-R-G-E-N. Blank Bergen. All right, Scoey's finished. Now, Joe, we ask you to get your ESP going over to Scoey. You think you've got a little affinity for him? Give us the same answer he's given. Blank Bergen.
Polly.
Polly Bergen. All right. Now, you're awing him. You may be wrong again. I hope you are. All right, Scoey says Polly Bergen will match you for $10,000. What do you say?
I was so afraid he was going to go to a female.
Really?
I started to change my answer. I said Edgar Bergen.
Edgar Bergen.
I was afraid he was going to go to Candace.
With Candace Bergen,
Yeah.
Polly Bergen, Edgar Bergen. Ingrid Bergman.
No.
Oh, that's Bergman.
That's
Who said Ingrid? Back to Mary Hartman, Mary
I'm
Hartman.
sorry,
There's no
buddy.
Ingrid Bergen. All right, listen, Joe, you've got a total of $1,000 here, and that ain't bad. We congratulate you for that. Now, these messages for you. Thank you all. Gene Rayburn here. Join us next time for Match Game PM. Goodbye.
Some contestants will receive Record a Call Lady automatic telephone answering system, voice activated with remote control that plays back your message from anywhere in the world. And Presto's new Fry Baby electric fryer. Perfect results every time. A serving or two and a jiffy or two with Presto's Fry Baby. And a fragrance in Ambush, the modern floral scent by Dana. Ambush, one more interesting thing about you. And First Alert Smoke Detectors by Tipway. First in home fire warning. Over 1 million families are protected by First Alert Smoke Detectors. And Pollinex Dial Massage with a patented pulsating massaging action to relax, relieve tension, 4 shower heads in one. And Bardol Oil Supplement. Its exclusive polar attraction formula bonds to critical surfaces, reducing friction and wear in your car's engine. It's Bardol. Run with us.
So you want to play some rock and roll. The first thing you need is a new hairdo. And get a whole new style. Develop bad habits. Oh, and don't forget the music lessons. Of course, you could just tune in and play Rock and Roll Jeopardy on Game Show Network.
This game rocks. Weekends at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 a.m. Pacific.